message of the civil rights movement. Maker Staples, in an interview, said while visiting Montgomery, Alabama, Pop Staples looked out the window and he saw the marches going forth. And he said, if Dr. King and others can preach about it, then I can sing about it. So he took it as a mantle to start singing. One of his songs you may remember is, Why Am I Treated So Bad? Simultaneously throughout the country, from mass meeting to mass meeting, from counter sit-ins to picket lines, individuals would take songs that had stirred them in the church first and then sing them for inspiration to overcome obstacles facing all around them, as you probably know. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I'm going to let it shine. I'm going to lay down my burden down by the riverside. As I spoke at the civil rights marches and asked about their motivation to get involved as children, a variety of responses came, but one common one was music. He said once they went down and they heard the music, they were hooked. And the music factor should not be surprising, because before the black man's journey to America, from Ghana and from the Congo and from the west coast of Africa, they used the music to address all kinds of situations, birthdays and anniversaries and funerals and all special occasions. They would have a song for those times. Now, upon arrival in America, many times being separated right at the shore, surely songs of pain, hurt, and despair came forth. And certainly from a people who was strong-willed, there came songs of protest. These were probably the first songs that breathed out, steal away home. Slave masters didn't particularly care for the singing. Maybe singing unifies, maybe singing makes one out of a group of people. My voice is not that great, so if I got a group of people, I can kind of get it done, you know. But they use these songs to encourage, to inspire, to inform, and to get going when the going was tough. To get ready for the Underground Railroad, to get moving. So if the music of our forefathers got them over the Jordan, then surely hundreds of struggling years later, descendants of these same courageous people could use a song to get them over segregated lunch counters, over colored and white water fountains and toilet stews, as we call them in the colored community. Over second-class status, where boy and uncle were the name black men were given. Over unfair rules, over I'm somebody's property and they make the rules. That's why I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Oh, freedom. Keep your eyes on the prize and we shall overcome. Were used like strategic musical missiles as the marchers would find the right one at the right time. This is an unlawful assembly and you must disperse. Somebody would say, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up the freedom's land. And how many times do you think weary civil rights marchers locked arms to sing We Shall Overcome when it was only the sheer spirit of the song that caused them to hold on in the midst of darkness? Yes, the great Mahalia Jackson painted a picture when she inspired the colored folk to look from their present condition with a past tense testimony, when she would say, how I got over. How I got over. Woo! My soul looks back at God. How I got over. Yes. Singing this song with weariness and hopes for better times. But in this great battleground, I dare not let you come to the 50th commemoration of the Children's March of April, May, and June 1963, when a young man from Westfield High School named Carlton Reese led the marchers with gospel songs that made them rise up with courage beyond their years. Can't you hear them? Listen. Ain't gonna let no bull come. Turn me around. Turn me around. Ain't gonna let no bull come. Turn me around. See, they had a way of making the songs fit the situation. I wasn't there, but I can feel it right now. You may know Carlton Reese from the song that the Mississippi Mass Choir did recently. And it was called This Morning When I Rose. I didn't have no doubt. I knew the Lord would lead me and guide me. Come on with me now. What? All the way. And there were others who sang different kinds of gospel songs. James Brown said it this way: I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door, what? James came back and said, you keep talking loud and saying nothing. Then of course he said, stand loud. Curtis Mayfield told us this way: keep on pushing. People get ready. And if they ask you if you have a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brother? Bob Dylan even got in it and told us the answer is blowing in the wind. Sam Cooke came back and encouraged us and said, change, go come. Sly Stone said it this way: everyday people that stay. Stevie had his say when he told us someday we'll all be free. And the list goes on. Dorothy Love Coates, Odetta, Fannie Lou Hamer, Peter, Paul and Mary, Paul Bland, Robert Bland, the violinaire, Simon Garfunkel, Pete Seeger, Solomon Burger, Aretha Franklin, James Cleveland, and on and on. But the real gospel songs that fuel the strength for the movement came from names you'll never know. The cooks, the laborers, the preachers and the maids, Miss Mamie, Uncle Joe, the committed color folks, courageous white folks. Gospel music spoke of, you can do it. Don't give up. There's a day of coming. With all God's people, black men, white men, we'll join together hand in hand.